How was up, y'all? It's popping. It's D. About to react to this vid. It's titled "Clout Ran Out." Act speaks on Bobbi Althoff kicked out of Drake's SXSW party and the Yachty story. Okay, so there's some tea going on with this Bobbi girl. I don't know why her and Drake would be on bad terms. Didn't she say they like made up or something like that? Not sure what's going on, but sure, let's watch.
Let's actually get into this Bobbi Althoff thing, okay? Okay, so Bobbi Althoff. Give me 1 second. She was removed, and let me see if I can allow ads on this thing. I think I know how to work this shit. For the after party on Monday after she showed up uninvited amid their rumored feud. Sources claimed to DailyMail.com exclusively. It all went down at Mayfair nightclub in Austin, Texas, after the South by Southwest premiere of the docuseries Magic City, an American fantasy, which Drake's Dream Crew Entertainment co-executive produced. The party was hosted by Drake's team, but the rapper, which is they put his age 37, was not in attendance. Oh, okay, so Drake actually was not there. Well, I thought Drake was there.
So why did they need to remove her?
Oh, okay. Onlookers say they saw Bobbi, who was also in Austin for South by Southwest, being removed by security when she turned up to Drake's event uninvited. A source inside the party told DailyMail.com, "I had no idea how she got in because she was not invited by the organizers or hosted the event. If you look up the passage between her and Drake, you'll see why she was invited and why she was removed soon as possible." This is kind of interesting,
she just pulled
right?
up? That's weird.
So Bobbi Althoff did like an interview recently. Bobbi Althoff interview. So she did an interview and she was getting quizzed. Let me see. Talks about Drake. She basically didn't admit to any of the issues that supposedly
she said they
have heard about or know that's been happening with Drake. Let me see.
I forgot where I saw that. On some video.
Somebody interviewed her. I'm trying to figure out what she said. About Drake and she get this thumbnail right here, that's where it's from. Oh, here we go.
Bobbi Althoff finally after millions Drake. She spoke a little.
I guess we'll never know. The beef. What was the thing? What was the thing that went viral with you and Drake where they're like, the unfollow? What happened with that? Why did he unfollow you?
I guess we'll never know.
When's the last time you talked to her?
Like a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago.
So that's your homeboy for real?
He's
breaking news.
He's a very nice person, and he's definitely clearly changed the trajectory of, that was a big word.
He did change
of my whole career. So
I found out about you from him. So I
think either him or Funny Marco, but both of them definitely
No, it was Drake, bro.
changed my whole entire life. So
look at you giving black people props.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
No, it was another part.
It's interesting. But I do think this headline is overblown. Especially, let's put everything in perspective. Drake ain't at the party. Do I think Drake got beef for her like that? Drake don't care like that, from what I've heard. This is just what I've heard, honestly, about this whole Bobbi Althoff and Drake thing. The situation is this. Bobbi Althoff, and I think maybe she thinks she's in character a lot of times, even off camera. Yachty puts Drake... Yachty was working with Drake during his whole album, right? Yachty is the guy who put Drake on everything. No disrespect to Drake, but Drake at this point is, he's still trying to be edgy this and third. Yachty is the guy, yo, tap into this, tap into that, tap into this, tap into that. That's why some of the music sounds like how it sounds, right? Now, Yachty puts Drake onto, yo, I think you should go fuck with Shorty. She got, this little podcast, whatever. Now, keep in mind, Drake already did, Colette Presley and this and third. Drake goes and does this interview for Shorty, basically because Yachty told him to. Right? Again, Yachty, and this is what I'm saying. I think for the last year or so, Yachty has been the creative director for Drake. This is why, no matter what you want to say about Yachty, you gotta give him a little credit. He's a creative director for my favorite rapper. So it's no matter what you want to say about him, he's influencing the best, right? Okay, cool. Drake goes and does it. Yachty goes and does a podcast, maybe 2 episodes afterwards or whatever. She's blowing the fuck up. She starts pretty much almost being so arrogant that she's taking the character outside. Because her character is almost like she's sitting in bed with or laying in bed with Drake and she's like, nigga, what the fuck are we, what's one of your songs? Which is kind of Drake, you tell me why we should give a fuck about you, which is, either super pretentious or you're just lying, right? So after she does the interview with Yachty, she starts kind of throwing Yachty under the bus, basically saying that Yachty was just weird, like just weird on and off camera, right? Which is kind of interesting because the thing with what she does and what Funny Marco does, or something? The equivalent of that situation and why her career went whatever is like Funny Marco with G Herbo and them. You know, Funny Marco and G Herbo are friends, right? But that situation came out looking weird. I'm gonna tell you why it came out looking weird, because you had G Herbo and them thinking, well, we're gonna lean into the character because we know you're playing a character when you're interviewing us. You're playing this character that does these things. We're gonna play this character. And what happened is that they're just not as smooth as like the person who does it initially. So, you know, she took it a little bit serious with Yachty, and Funny Marco definitely took it serious with motherfucking Jerome on them, right? So anyway, that happens, and from what I hear is that Yachty and Drake collectively, and they're moving together like they're homies, right? They're like, yo, we basically put Shorty on with us fucking with her, and she's acting big-headed and also kind of being arrogant and also kind of throwing us under the bus like we're weird, or not weird, but like Yachty's weird or whatever, and Drake doesn't fuck with her after that. Now, I don't know what happened in terms of how Drake got her to take the interview down, because the Yachty interview is still up, but that's supposedly the heart of the feud. She disrespected Yachty, Drake rides with Yachty. Nah, we ain't going for that. You get what I mean?
The clip that I saw, didn't she say something about it has something to do with the concert? So maybe not. Maybe that just added to the feud or whatever, but apparently he gave her concert tickets to his show, and they were not like VIP tickets. Like apparently she was like in the nosebleeds or something. But she didn't have any like close up floor seats, and I guess she like felt some type of way about that. So she mentioned something about that. So that's what I thought was the source of their feud. But I guess now what Ak is saying definitely makes a lot more sense.
Now, that's just as from what I know, and I haven't heard anything else yet. That's as complicated or as simple as it gets. Now, does that mean, oh, you're gonna kick this person out of a party that you're not at? No, I don't think it's that serious. So
or maybe his people made that decision. They made the executive decision to be like, we have knowledge that he don't really fuck with you like that, so we're gonna kick you out of here. You know, maybe if Drake was there, he probably wouldn't give a fuck. Like, she could be here, I don't care. Like, whatever, I ain't even gotta talk to her, you know? But maybe his team was just like, nah, we gonna make the decision. Since Drake ain't here, we gonna get you up out of here. So maybe that's what happened.
Not overblown just because we didn't get a full explanation. From what I heard, Drake just riding for Yachty, bro. Shorty she went on, I believe it was Barstool podcast and another podcast, and she talked about Yachty like a dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I kind of remember that.
So anyway, do I believe all of this? I do believe that she probably thinks she's a shit and probably is walking around South by Southwest trying to get into parties thinking that, well, I'm Bobbi Althoff, and yeah, you're trying to get into Drake's party. Yes, he's not here, but there's no familiar faces. Like, she's not even somebody who's like lit in the culture. You know, she's lit, but not culturally. So yeah, she got removed. Of course, when people see she's getting removed, or people see that she's escorted out or whatever the case is, people are gonna make up this thing to say it's because Drake has a beef with her. Drake has no beef with her like that. Like, Drake's only riding for Yachty. That's it. That's from what I've heard, honestly. Okay. All right, people.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I don't see why he would have a major issue with her. Like, it's not that deep, but I can see his people making that decision to get her up out of there, especially if she was not even invited. Like, you just showing up when nobody even invited you, and Drake don't really fuck with you like that is weird. So she want to talk about how weird Yachty is. I think that was a weird move, if that's the case. Obviously, I don't know the full details, but yeah, interesting story. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all the next time. Bye!